something that was really sick as well was the game we got out of legends like Olaf, right? Just then he finishes 25 and 14. Well, he went 13 and 12 over on the T half. He went 12-2 CT side with that secondary AWP. So, you know, you talk about the kind of impact that secondary AWP was having. Olaf definitely showed up and was instrumental to that victory for Faze. This round fast for Vitality. This game's beginning in quite an explosive fashion. They're quick down the catwalk and in towards this A bomb site, but they lose Shoxy at long. Rain and Carrigan gonna try and set each other up. The flash is in from Carrigan. Rain's picking players off from afar, and this round might come falling apart now with the bomb dropped into T-spawn. It's Faze Clan, a dominant start. All five stay alive to begin the pistol.
That was gross, man. That was absolute filth. Just headshots on the cat cross. And Vitality, like, I've got to feel for them a little bit here. You know they're pissed that they lost the last map. You know they're not happy with the crash as well on that eco round on the A-pop. Like, lots of things to get in the way for Vitality. Lots of reasons to experience dismay. But they can't afford to let that change anything here in this BO3 series. As said, elimination on the line. And now with Faze taking a pistol on Vitality's map pick, ooh-wee. This could get out of control very quickly. Flash out mid for the French side. They pop. Up cat, they set their sights. Xbox smoke gonna let them cross. Faze are back in a double B. Oi, oi, Mizuta. From here, you can throw that door smoke or a CT smoke. Looks like the door one, though. And so faking out somewhat of a B play. We'll see if they double back to it. Apex is leaving though, so it looks like this A commitment, fake getting sold, and now Vitality run amok.
Yeah, Brokey's at least got the information now that this was a ruse, that this is an A play. Carrigan spots the one lurk player on his push through long doors. Although this is a little bit weird now for Faze. They know there's a player lurking, and a part of you wants to deal with him before you commit to the retake. However, he would send you on a wild goose chase instead. Faze Clan are just rushing down this A bomb site and getting all the kills. Masuta still on Cat and Apex. The lurker on this very late play out through long doors. However, Faze are on the site with everyone alive. There's nothing he can do. It's another flawless round out of Faze. A great A-side retake setup that they kind of get forced into on the fly. They recommit to retaking A. And they get a flawless round from it, mate.
Yeah, not even like a cat retake as well, just coming up from CT, right? Twist starts it off. And, you know, Apex, like, there's not really much he can do there. If he dies early, if he tries to play any earlier in the round, like, he's just dead to that mid-crunch that Faze do after they realize it's an A play. And so Apex stalls as long as he really can in that round, and it still doesn't change the outcome. 5 alive and 2-0 up with Vitality yet to frag. Maybe the Deagles could offer some assistance. Brokey hit for 1 through the wall. I think he's all fine and dandy. Vitality just looking for headshots, something crispy in this round. They have 1 smoke on Zywoo to try and get them into a bomb site. On a map like D2, ooh, without those flashes, these rifles are going to be trained at range. Got a long player in the form of Carrigan. He might have some support from Brokey's scout as well, coming back from the long side. Here's the contact play again. Said no flash, and so Carrigan, it's a field day. 2 kills, another scout can help out Brokey with another, and he should be able to finish off the round. I say that too soon as Mizuta hits a couple of deep shots.
Goodness.
And now there's a chance.
Yeah, this is getting interesting here, Hugo. I kind of got a little feeling about this one with Masuta kind of, ooh, you know, getting fancy with it, getting fancy with this Deagle. I see Masuta doing that, and I'm thinking, well, then what can Shoxy do with his in this post plant? He's backed up to long. Shox is the guy who's going to have to win this round. He's got to finish what Masuta started. Shox swung from Rain and put immediately in the dirt. So nice start from Masuta with that double D kill over at long. However, it's still a retake for Faze. You do have this investment coming in now for Vitality, and there's lots of money behind it, thanks to bomb plants in every one of these rounds since the pistol. Brokey's donning his AWP, and with this much cash, you can bet Zywoo's bringing his out right away.
Absolutely. And yeah, Zywoo's going to have his work cut out for him here today, right? It was definitely the case back on Mirage.
Oh, I'm also interested to see what's going on with the AWP, second AWP for Faze, because oftentimes we see Twists take it on this map.
Yeah, towards that B side. I guess we'll see, right? It's not in yet. It's not like Faze need it out of the gate. They know they can grab a double AWP if they kill Zywoo here as well. So let's see how this one goes. Brokey getting chased, challenged. It's up to Rain to spray down two. Brokey gets out with his life, and Karrigan has even won his fight along as well. So this has gone very, very well for Faze. 4 on 3. Vitality going to regroup, trying to go for this B hit. Plenty of time on the clock, so in no hurry. Seeing if Faze make the mistake of going for information here, there is no need. Brokey back on the bomb site. Karrigan still tasked with Long, and 2 players to assist at that B site means Vitality. I guess they're walking in favored in numbers, but not much else. It's awkward as well because Masuta's low, but really, do you want to swap Zywoo off the AWP? Not really. Re-smoke a B is going to cause problems because the slower, Vitality now go, the more Faze realize they're probably just sitting behind the smoke. If we don't see them anywhere for 15 seconds, we got to watch out on our B site. Twist, careful, bud. Pushed up in the smoke. Olaf might even flash him in.
This is ballsy from Twists. He's just committed to fighting. Like, okay, yeah, now he gets the info that both players are here. The molly from Olaf is perfectly timed. It slows down the push. They've got to commit. They've got to get in, and Shox will land the shot to open up this B site. Zywoo trying to catch players on the cross is cancelled out by Brokey, and now it's all on Shox. 10 seconds, or 15 rather. Still has a little bit of time left to play with, but it's very, very close with the swing. First kill found. Now just Karrigan left to beat, and he can't get past him. Karrigan will see it through. Faze up onto 4. And Vitality, it's back to the drawing board. Great stuff out of Twists, catching that player in tunnels, getting the info that both players are there. Olaf might not have got any kills, but he buys a crucial few seconds, right? When you see that round coming down to the final 10 seconds, making all the difference, the tiny bit of time that Olaf was able to buy and make them have to slow on up and doubt themselves a bit, it proves to be instrumental.
Yeah, really annoying Molotov. And poor Zywoo, he was just holding that cross. If he kept on the scope, he should have had Brokey dead. But as soon as he unscopes, he gets peeked by Brokey as well.
Not to mention, right, if that molly didn't come in, there could have been a world where Zywoo is actually on that angle before Brokey. Yeah. Brokey is only posted because of the delay. So this is all just little tiny things, right? These little second decisions that can make all the difference in how a round plays out.
Yeah, and they're all playing in the favor of Faze right now. If Mirage comeback wasn't good enough, a 4-0 lead on Vitality's map pick, well, that's something for Faze.
I mean, dude, something else I'll say is that, like, a lot of teams that Karrigan has joined, they've always looked to integrate Dust 2 into their pool in a pretty big way, right? And once again, you look at, like, some of the core components of this squad. You look at how Faze like to, where they like to dance before with Nico on this team. Think about him. He's a great Dust player. So I think it makes a lot of sense that they're still able to look good here on this map. Over at Long, Masuta finally going to take an opening kill for Vitality, and it's Karrigan on the receiving end of it.
Yeah, Brokey back in the bomb side. It's getting awkward. It's getting claustrophobic, and he's getting pushed from both sides. Still hitting 2 shots is Brokey. Holding strong for Faze Clan. Bomb's got to make it across though. Rain dealing with that. Going back to Cat is Masuta, or Olaf rather, and Shox takes him down. Through the smoke goes Rain. No fear, and Twist is going to trade to win the round. I love that for Faze, right? They realize Vitality only have 1 smoke for the cross. That gives them such a big gap. That gap is usually enough to jump over to get T's into the bomb site, but then they just run past it. They forget about the gap, and Faze stab him right in the spine.
And it has been a treat, because as they're off to this great start, Faze feel like they're transitioning from a team that were like this big underdog where we were all kind of surprised with what we were getting out of them in the play-in, in the early stages of groups. Now they're like in their stride. They're starting to look like a team that's all on the same page, that know what each other are doing, man. That little double play from Twists and Rain is beautiful in CT. That wins them the round. And they're up 5-0 here on Dust 2 to begin Vitality's map pick. There's no ignoring this scoreline. An eco looming for Vitality, or a partial buy, I guess, with loss bonus banked up. But still, man, these partial investments, they're really hard to rely on as a T side. B rushes can sometimes be your friend, can sometimes not. They're a bit up in the air. The cap plays, you're really hinging on like a Deagle winning a fight into the site there. Long feels like it's kind of off the cards, right? That's a bit of a lost fight before it even begins. They are grouped up towards this side of the map, but I imagine this is for cat control. A lot of teams like to run these... a lot of teams like to run these cat execs in these eco rounds.
How long they go. Karrigan's just going to mow down, and Vitality are suddenly eviscerated, left with just a couple of players. It will be a nice, quick, and clean affair for Faze against the Pistols. And man, you've got to give credit to how clean some of these rounds are. Look at the death counters on Faze. The max is 3 right now over on Brokey. Everyone else 2 and 1. They're barely giving Vitality kills. I wouldn't be too happy right now if I'm Vitality, right? And just in the way that Mirage fell apart, it feels like that has gotten to them. That's in their heads. That's in the back of the mind. And now with every round going by in favor of FaZe, all you're thinking about is elimination for Clan.
And I've seen, you know, I saw, I think it was Launders say, Karrigan needs to frag a bit more. That's what he tweeted. That was the words. And look at this. He's getting exactly what he asked for. 10 kills in this one. Karrigan's been key at holding down the long side. And this round Twists on that secondary AWP. We wanted to know who was going to take it out of him and Olof. It is Twists donning it. He opens the round up.
Forget the caster's curse is the caster's blessing. And yeah, Karrigan's not complaining. 4 on 4. There are options open for Vitality. They're going to go back to B, and I like the call. They've still got the long control, so it can be faked out here for now, but not going to stay there forever. Kyojin will leave position and group back in the T-spawn. So some time will be taken for Vitality to get set up here in this round. Still got Shocks in middle. He can throw a mid to B. Can come out on a late lurk. His double up is here, by the way, Harry. Twist donning his. Catwalk is his domain. Shock's got to be very careful. There's that door smoke, and now here they go.
Yeah, the B-rush coming in, but Olof, he's tucked just in time. He goes unchecked. Only good for the first kill. Is that going to make a difference here for FaZe? Brokey posted up in window. If he can take a player down as they're crossing into the site, it would be huge. They're trying to think of a way to get a kill out of this AWP. It's going to prove instrumental if they can get it. The boost doesn't provide anything. Apex up close to the door as well. And a double AWP left in this retake. You might consider saving. You're going to give it a look in, see if you can find anything. But if this first kill doesn't go your way, you're backing out of the round. So FaZe, it's all on this fight. Karrigan traded after one, and with Kyojin tipping the scales back in the advantage of Vitality, Brokey is just trying to hold on to this AWP, I imagine. Up close, Apex going to find him. And Vitality do get there first on the back of a B rush.
Yeah, that was a must-win round, right? I mean, all of these really are at this scoreline with elimination just round the corner. So Vitality, they break the streak. They break the curse of FaZe.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame, man. You just needed something out of Brokey there, really, right? Him and Olof holding that B site. Olof doesn't play the trigger discipline. He just takes the first kill when it's available. And with that being the case, you really needed Brokey to offer up some kind of assistance.
And there's a window back in for Vitality, right? Like, you win all these rounds on FaZe, right? And suddenly you lose one. Well, Vitality have been not getting huge amounts of kills, but at least in the round prior to that, they did. So FaZe's money is far from perfect. Got players that can buy rifles, but is that temptation enough for everyone to commit? Or will it just be one eco and coming in with your full buy and the follow-up? Looks likely for FaZe. But okay, Vitality, they've brushed the dust off. And they're picking up the pieces here on this T side. One found. Spawns for long getting taken. The fast corner smoke as well for Apex even landing. And not much to play with here for FaZe. They're going to gamble stack B.
Yeah, mid aggro out of Karrigan. This is a nice position for him to find himself in. He can catch long players as they fall back out of the long area. However, they're committing right now, and this is proving to be kind of misinformation for FaZe. They're believing in this A play because Karrigan hasn't seen anything on his mid aggro. And so now with the push coming in, these two players doing a great job of selling that fake into the site. Rain Deegs out one, but the bomb's now down on B. The penny's going to drop for FaZe Clan. They get the guns out of the round, so that's something for them to hold on to at least. But it is a second round on the board for Vitality.
And not much to say there for FaZe. I mean, they're happy that they get guns out of it. At least it's going to bolster their buy in the follow-up, right? Not a huge amount of loss bonus. But regardless, Vitality, they're happy with the round. B seems to be the solution for them for now. Winning back-to-back rounds on that bomb site. Nice little fake. And there's still hope, right? There's still room for a recovery here for Vitality. I'm glad to see them at least showing us something here and not getting, in their own heads. Exits are good, taking anything you can away from FaZe here, but they still keep 2 AKs.
Oh, look at this. Over on the B stream, Furia versus Heroic is going the distance on Ancient. While our first map is done and in the past, and we're well and truly into the second, they're still on this Ancient grind with a potential of more overtimes to come by the looks of things. This game, though, ZywOo opens it up, wrecking Olaf on his jump across at the mid doors. This might spur Vitality on for a B commitment. You've dealt with this B player, right? Olaf, you've seen him there round after round. You know that he's always in this site. And so they're going to move on in. FaZe might just be left to save on the back of that 1 kill on the crossing player.
Yeah, seems like that will be the call. They're going to realize it very quickly as well. They're hoping that this doesn't happen, but now with all the noise, all the nades starting to land, it's clear as day for FaZe. Oh, that could have been the kill that tempts them back into a 4-on-4 retake. Without it, there is no way in hell FaZe are considering this round.
Yeah, if you're wondering there, right, you might be looking at this and you might be saying, oh, well, why didn't FaZe send more players to B after losing Olaf on the cross, right? That's so often what you kind of expect to happen. And I think that was Carrigan trying to cool Vitality's bluff, essentially, right? It's so common that if someone dies on the cross, you try to pad that B site out with maybe the AWP player from mid. Maybe you rotate one of the A guys who leans towards CT towards that B site as well. And so I get the idea that Carrigan was almost, banking on the fact they're not just going to commit to the fast B after getting that kill on the pick. Instead, try to work a bit more map control. Maybe you could have recuperated those losses if Vitality did that. However, they do just take that full B commitment and they reap the reward, 3-6.
I mean, it's a nice, reverse psychology there for FaZe, but like being real, Vitality's only rounds have been on B. So if they get the B pick, they are tempted. They're more than happy in risking those rotates and running into what could be a stack. Because still at the end of the day, it's going to be a weak stack. There's only so many bodies you can throw over to B. Don't want to lose everything you have. So here we go, 6-3, and Vitality not done yet. Starting to show some form after all. Lots of util out on longs. I was going to get flashed back. Vitality holding the B tunnels, and the bomb is free to roam wherever it pleases with their early map control getting denied. Going to have to go elsewhere, take the catwalk eventually. ZywOo's just keeping protection over middle. Twist AWPing on this map, you called it correctly, Harry, over Olaf. Definitely position-based. And he is really lethal with this. We've seen aces from this from Twist in this position in this tournament. So let's find out if the AWP can continue to keep it up. It's only a lurker, but he is trapped on the right side. The rest of Vitality up here on catwalk.
Yeah, the nades are nice though, right? You've tagged a few of these players down. Those soften them up for the M4 of Olaf. Carrigan, this is a very big test of him here, and he's good for the first couple that make it past that smoke. Big double out of Carrigan. ZywOo has eluded that Molotov, getting ahead of it. He's now, Shoxy with this timing as well. I think Twist has heard him. This is a very, very weird round. Shox is out in the B site, but this bomb is trapped up on catwalk. Shox is trying to thin out these numbers. They lose Apex though, and with that kill, the bomb is now cut loose. They know where Shox is, and they know that ZywOo was up here on Cat as well. They've got the info. There's 10 seconds for ZywOo. Not enough time to get that bomb and get it planted. It's a FaZe clan. There's the response. 7 on the board. Back in with a round. Big double out of Carrigan to make it happen. And then to top it all off, the AWP holds his own over at B. Great return to form from Faze, and we see Vitality try something that isn't one of these B plays, and once more, it doesn't go their way.
Yeah, and that's only going to further sell the idea that they're going back to B, right? So Faze is definitely going to be ready for that. That will be something called here by someone. Watch your B bomb site. Although long spawn's getting taken here for Vitality, right back in. They won't rush it. Mollies are there, but late smoke, late flash, and out go these T's running wild. We've got the kills coming in. Karrigan's only good for one this time around, but Brokey's given room to escape back to safety, back to the site. At least set up in a 4-on-4. Last time we had this, Vitality reset B, and maybe they wanted to, but Olof has just denied the mid player, peeking in aggressively. So now Faze is still the advantage right back. Any hope to set up for this mid to B play has been denied for now.
Yeah, you know, it's all taking place so early in the round, right? Oh, another kill. 1 minute and 10 seconds left on the clock as of right now. And Vitality down to 2 at the long side. They're creeping up. Faze still grouped with bodies here in the A bomb site. So many fights taking place in the opening stages, and so many of them benefiting this Faze squad as left Vitality leaning on ZywOo and Kyojin. ZywOo, first kill will be found on this orb. That's giving Kyojin the room to get the bomb planted, and ZywOo through the smoke has rid us of another. However, Rain has kind of mixed matters up. He approaches ZywOo with an air of confidence about him, pushing that smoke and leaving it all on Kyojin, who's mollied out of the site. Death to Vitality in this round here. Faze clan up onto 8. All in all, the fact that you get a bomb plant out of that, you're able to kind of work it into a round that felt doable is impressive. I think that Rain really is the difference maker. A lot of players kind of lose their confidence streak when they try to face ZywOo. Rain is not one of them. He rushes that long smoke. He pushes through at the crossroads. And ZywOo never even considered that as a possibility.
Yeah, lovely util from Olof as well, right? While Rain has all the attention, he's taking one, he's jumping. Olof, he gets an HE, dunks, and then a Molotov to finish the job. So, yeah, a really nice round for Faze again, just getting more retakes on this A site. It's been their bread and butter. And, you know, Vitality, you're not at a point in the game anymore where you're like, oh, that was close. It was a 3-on-5. We made it interesting. No, you need rounds. You desperately need rounds. Faze are about to sweep the half. If they can pick up another gun round here and put Vitality on eco, 10-3 would be inevitable. And you know where it goes from there. Apex just trying to keep it together. And so are the rest of his roster. Where do we go from here? No more spawns getting taken. Lower will be cleared. ZywOo's providing overwatch from the top of middle. Faze are leaning B. You know they're reading into this one again, right? Trying to get ahead of this stack, or get ahead of this B bomb site attack, which has been the only thing working for Vitality.
Yeah, I mean, Vitality, they're back on this mid control. They've got all that again.
It's very tense, isn't it?
It is very tense. It is very tense. I feel tense.
Yeah. Everyone clenching, 10 players.
Oh, I suddenly feel less tense.
Twist at the back of B with the orb. Apex needs to be careful if he wants to sell something here. His team aren't really with him, but we might see them drop back off of this cat play right into an eventual mid to B. There's the call going in. So, already confirmed for the cat players. Here's this triple B to hold strong. Rain with the first, doubles up before he's gone, and there's still 2 more at the back of the bomb site. This lurkout tunnels will be denied by Twist, as ZywOo is here as well, but he's a little late. He's a little lost, and he's all alone.
Oh, yeah. ZywOo, what can he even begin to do? There's that first kill found. Into the site he goes. ZywOo up into the face of Twists, in with a double. And now a 1 versus 2 to try and find. Oh, ZywOo a third. Oh, there it is. The 1v4 from ZywOo. The game puts up round number 4 on the board for Team Vitality.
Oh, that's not a round Faze will be happy with. Oh my God, ZywOo. Those are rounds you'd need him to win, right? You pray for him to win, but I can't believe he's actually got it past the keeper. A B stack. They were all there. Faze are more than ready. Look at these shots. No room for error for ZywOo. But when would he ever make a mistake? Oh my God. That'll get the blood pumping, and that'll break the money. If there was any way back into this game for Vitality, it might be off the back of that clutch alone. ZywOo looking to continue taking names. Oh, it's the USP to take him down this time. Apex covers, but Faze, please don't win this round. I won't be allowing it. It's a 2-on-2. They're pushing mid. They're trying to grab guns.
Yeah, and Vitality can't actually watch for this, right? If you had more bodies, you could at least keep an eye on the weapons dropped in mid. But now we're 2-on-2 on a USP round after ZywOo just 1v4'd them. Maybe they could find something. The Molly denies the plant for the time being. This is given even more seconds to FaZe Clan. And I like this little note as well. Rain throws the Molotov from short. Well, now he's completely backed off, taking up long control instead. With Olaf now flashing out of CT, they're trying to make Vitality believe they know where these players are. So Masuta, blindsided, never knew about Long. It's left onto Shoxy, a clutch of his own. First man out, Olaf still to find. It's a clash of the two titans in this A-bomb site, and Olaf up and over, misses his first chance, but not the second, and the USP round comes in for FaZe Clan. A bit of a taste of your own medicine, ZywOo. Yeah, you win an unlikely round, but then FaZe come in with vanilla pistols and send you packing.
Oh my goodness, FaZe. That is unacceptable. Twist began that. He double dinked ZywOo onto the AWP with a USP, for crying out loud. That's just from FaZe. Like you said, the double back from Rain. It was being considered by Masuta. And then the second he looks away, the second he stops thinking about Long, with Olaf throwing the flash and Spawn getting his attention, that's when Rain peaks. Could not have gone better for FaZe. The clutch in the 1v1 with the Orb. And FaZe are laughing all the way to the bank. They have saved their money. They've saved their CT side. And they have not let Vitality get room back in. That was a chance at a level game. Instead, it feels like anything but. Twist to start onto Masuta. We've only got 3 rifles in this one for Vitality. Desperation calls. Oh no, what? That was just through the smoke. That was just random. There is a response. Apex will at least keep us laughing on both sides. And now he goes on his own. He's got the bomb. There's 2 CTs here.
Oh no. He did have the bomb, Hugo, you're right. And he thought that maybe he could give it a bit of a look in with Twists here on this Orb. You should know better.
Yeah. FaZe win 1 eco and they go back to this triple B because, again, it's really been all Vitality have been able to convert. So, yeah, Apex thinks 1 kill might be the B site cleared up. It is nothing like it. ZywOo has grabbed a package through the smoke and left, but, again, you're asking, really, for the impossible.
Yeah, but then again, you know, it's one of these rounds. ZywOo and Shox are both individually incredible clutch players, right? So when you have them together in situations like this, they're always good at getting more out of them than maybe they should be allowed to. Yeah. And even finding the space in this round to have set up a bomb plant in a 2-on-4 is a good example of that. Now with a kill for Shoxy coming in, we get this idea that, you know, ZywOo and Shox are not ready to write this round off yet. They're still giving it everything they've got.
Yeah, Shox is just doing it all on his own. 2 kills. ZywOo's got the plant. He sat on it as well like a turret, waiting for them to come his way. Rain's cleared Long. It's a long way to go, though. He's got to worry about this cross. He's going to make it. ZywOo using the smoke and Rain jumping up inside of it. ZywOo's doing the same. He's got his back turn. Rain with a freebie. Short, plant, and Rain gets him all. Retake his one after all for FaZe Clan, double digits. A very nice attempt from Shox and ZywOo in the 2v4, but not meant to be.
It's really spooky, the consistency with which Rain is able to be the guy to like step up and make these rounds happen, right? It was him who, when ZywOo last time around was picking up momentum in the A-bomb site, put a stop to him, if you remember. Yeah. Wins out a 1v2. He's done something similar now here, where even though he had a teammate, Brokey wasn't really helping here, right? He's locked in CT. You saw him actually jump shot in the guy on Cat just moments ago. Yeah. But Rain is having a hell of a game. Like he's been so pivotal to this 10-4 scoreline. Can't be understated the impact that this guy's been having. And Carrigan is also on a tear, opening this round up with a double and even catching more as they cross towards the pit. It's a lot of damage for Carrigan. He set his team up well to take an 11-4 half.
Oh dear, it's a mess. Brokey, how's he still alive? I don't know. Finally dead. just trick shotting, having fun with it, and they're going to clean up the half. No question about it for Faze. It's domination here on Dust 2, 11-4 at the end of the first. It's Vitality's map pick, and it might be their last here at IEM Cologne. Elimination only 5 rounds away.
Faze Clan fans around the world are rubbing their hands together right now with a look of anticipation on their faces. Long have they waited. It's been years since they had a team that they could really rally behind. But here at IEM Cologne, Faze are looking to do something remarkable. A potential 2-0 over Team Vitality, 11-4 on Vitality's map pick, and now beginning the T side. We've had a couple of bright sparks for Vitality. We had that 1v4 out of Zywoo. We've had big rounds out of guys like Kyojin and Masuta back on Mirage. But now more than ever, we need someone to start to take matters into their own hands for Vitality.
Yeah, and it's going to have to be soon as well. Here come Faze, fast as ever up the catwalk. They're all 5 ready to go. 3 CTs in position, but that long player is going to get locked in on a fight that will never be coming. Faze is dropping spawn, no smokes, no warning. Flash pops over default, and they get closer. Masuta overwhelmed, and Shox on the side needs to put up a fight. He does. 2 dead. With the bomb dropped, he's finally caught from catwalk. There's still hope here, but stuck in spawn is Brokey. Karrigan's going to meet him there, but Zywoo and Apex will pick up the pieces of the round. Vitality finding a pistol. It's all they ever wanted. It's all they ever needed. And now the comeback is in the back of their heads. Or probably in the forefront.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I know that y'all have been paying close attention over the last few days, and I know I don't need to tell you the Zonic quote because you've already got it tattooed on your forehead, right? So, I mean, it's a world where comebacks can happen at a scoreline like this. It's not terribly uncommon.
We've seen FaZe bottle this exact scoreline this tournament already. Was it on Dust too? I think it may have. No, I think it was on Nuke. But in that Astralis game, they had an 11-4 that they lost in OT. It was Nuke.
It was Nuke.
It was
okay,
Nuke,
yeah.
But, you know, this is the vitality that yesterday took Na'Vi, the #2 team in the world, all the way to a 3-mapper. They stole Overpass. They had a competitive final map of that series. You know, Vitality were looking really, really good yesterday. And so I think even more credit needs to go to FaZe to, you know, if they are able to take this win in the way it looks like they might. That being said, I'm getting ahead of myself. The anti-eco is clean as can be for Vitality. However, FaZe not forcing. And that's a big change in and of itself, right? Like, FaZe don't play Deagle armor. They just want the guns ASAP. They know they're only a few rifle rounds away from that next match, rather.
Yeah, I mean, the way that they're looking at this is, as I say, like, with eyes of anticipation. You know, you want to bring your rifles out as fast as you can. So often we see FaZe attempt force buys. They've got some very complete Deeg players here, right? Yeah. Guys like Rain, remarkable with that gun. But when you're ahead like this, when you're 11-4 at the half, you're wanting to take the reins of the economy. You're wanting to take control of the game, back off of Vitality as fast as you can in this second half. FaZe are grouping for a mid to B play. So Vitality are going to get dealt one of these for the first rifle round of this second half.
Yeah, Rain in middle. Going up catwalk first, maybe just trying to sell something here up on A. Kyojin's on the big flank, though. He's pushed up on the long, and now he's got this backstab available. Easy peasy. Rain dies on A as well. Now you just got to commit to the crunch. It's a triple B push. Shox dropping the nade or the flash at the right time as well. Everyone's blind, but they've still got to go. Shox baiting for Masuta. They won't clear him. He gets 1.5. Shox just looking to finish the job now. Low health on Olof. Brokey trying to cover, but he's not giving up the kill. They need to hunt him down, and Olof eventually does. Somehow living in that fight has given FaZe a fighting chance. Everyone needs to hit their shots. Brokey has.
A 2-on-2, it's Olof and Brokey. Apex is on this fast tunnels wrap. This could be huge as Olof isn't holding it, but now they know about him. Apex is blind, and Olof dead at the hands of ZywOo.
Wow.
It is a damn good attempt at what was for a moment there a 2-on-5 out of those two guys. They get it down to even odds, but unfortunately, with how much damage they've taken, with how battle-scarred they are, they can't long out these fights. That flash was perfect.
Right.
It almost felt like it was going to happen. But in the end, Vitality are on to 7.
Yeah, really nice. Pre-fire from Apex. He knew where Brokey was. Very low as well. And okay, now we've got to rely on the Deagles, Harry. Now we've got to see what FaZe are packing in their pockets. Are they just happy to see us? We'll have to find out. Twist has a scout. Still sitting in spawn watching these crossing players, but no one's making any moves just yet. That smoke's still in middle anyway. Back to B for Shox. FaZe not ready with a wealth of util either. Rain has smoke flash. Looking like they want the A site. At the back of which we've got Apex ready with a flashbang on the palm tree, or at least he was. Now just taking a headshot angle on default, and yeah, this should be Vitality winning this round, right? Especially with the info they're gaining as time goes on. Shox has cleared B. Now they know what's up completely at the 50-second mark, and FaZe have to commit.
Yeah, they've been re-smoked, so they're just going to try go through, and this might be a bit of a slaughter in an A. ZywOo and Apex lighting them up. No short exec today. And Vitality continue building into this second half. Now, thus far from FaZe, one of the things that's been a bit of a problem for them is that when these pushes have come in, they've been pretty slow and they've been lacking map control anywhere else. While Vitality have been very, very keen on pushing and taking info away, right? You think about Kyojin pushing long in the first rifle round and uncovering and disrupting that mid fake. That round there, Shox takes tunnels control and allows for fast rotations into A. It means those A players know to keep bombarding Cat with util as well. Fast out long this time. Apex dead in pit.
How?
And now Kyojin also falling at the hands of Rain. As mentioned, this guy is one of the big reasons that FaZe are in this position. And so he's secured them quite the start to this round.
My God, lights out precision for Rain as well. He should have been dead on the first fight, let alone the second tap from the pit. Okay. FaZe go quiet. They've got long. They know Vitality are hungry for info. They're hungry for anything. And Vitality have made the right read, at least for now. 3 players up on A. They reboost Catwalk, so they are going to have some map control in this round. That will set Shox up for a retake. You'll notice Vitality have so much util. Shox is dumping some of it on short, but if they can save some for the bomb, they should be able to stall FaZe out. Talking of stalling, that's exactly what FaZe are doing. They will eventually commit to this A site. Vitality will have all the eggs in the right basket. Flash for the cross, Masuta going through, they're all blind. Masuta as well, but that's not what they wanted. The trades are in, and they all favor FaZe. That's a real problem. The flash was beautiful, but Vitality threw one too many. Full white to their own teammate.
Mate, not only that, Karrigan, while fully blinded, like we saw how good that flash was, while fully blind, he deals with the player, pushing with that flashbang.
Look at these entries as well. This is Rain beginning the round. Talk of flashes, well, it was Karrigan again set up there onto Rain to get him that opener. A kill he never really should have had.
Right, this round right now is so important for FaZe because
Rain forgot his gun.
It can help you dodge so much awkwardness if you win this round, right? You kind of put a stop to any hope of a Vitality comeback, you would like to think, by breaking the money.
Uh-oh, they're pushing B, and FaZe are holding it. Masuta, he's not committed. He's even got cover from the back of the site on this wide peak, but it could get problematic. Oh, Masuta wins the fight. Broki's going to have to trade, and so now we're back into a 4-on-4, but these positions are only going to favor FaZe. They're cutting off rotations. Karrigan, top of the board, and taking down Apex on that leave. 4-on-3 now, one man alone trapped at the B bomb site in the corner.
Yeah, and Karrigan knows, right, on the back of seeing the fashion in which he catches that player in mid, he knows he's disrupting rotations right now. He knows Vitality are getting desperate, and he's hit this timing to get up onto the catwalk. Kyojin's long wrap could be big, could be huge, but Rain ready for it. Oh, readiness is apparently only half the deal, man. Kyojin's still alive. May he be able to save this round after all. No, Brokey, devastating. Now a smoke down in mid. Vitality have at least read this situation well. They've put both players back on the A site already. Karrigan, so low, just dodging the shots from Shox. He can't outstay his welcome. ZywOozer to go back to B. Look at the mind games here. FaZe and Vitality are both trying to figure out where the other ones are going to be ahead of time. And Shox has now got the info that it is indeed this A play. He's wrapping long, and he's very, very fast on this long flank. Will FaZe be ready for it?
Oh, they need the cover right now, and Shox pinpoint right to the head of Brokey. Now Twist trying to take the AWP out. He's got aggressive. Catches ZywOo on the corner. Twist now sitting on the site, waiting. The shadow is spotted. Twist drops in, and Shox is getting closer. But Twist won't let him win. 13-8. FaZe Clan, another one. And this is getting a little bit out of control for Vitality now, and not just in the money department. What a call for FaZe to recommit to A. You could see the second they killed Karrigan
the mind
on
games
his own,
in that round.
The read for Vitality is there's no way they go back up A. They've lost all their real estate. We know they have the tunnels. That's the only position they have. Go back, stack B. Both CTs rotate after that kill from Shox, and that just gives FaZe the room they need to win the round.
And you know, we said, like, for FaZe, if they wanted to dodge a lot of awkwardness, if they really wanted to propel themselves towards a game-winning situation, this is it, if you've ever seen one, right? You've got Vitality's money up against the wall. That's not only great for getting you this 14th round, it means if you win this next rifle round, Vitality are broken up against 15 with elimination on the line. This is a perfect scenario for FaZe Clan. This is right where they want to be.
Yeah, they've just got to finish the job, right? kicking while they're down. Trapped at long is one, but Brokey does survive through the fire, killing Apex with a Beagle, and there's not much left in the tank for Vitality, but the pistols might be enough. We saw Faze with this exact round. Don't tell me it can go back the other way. Kyojin's grabbed a gun in a filthy little headshot angle. He's trying to find them. The pre-fire to Twist puts him on 5. The molly pushes him even further forward, but he still lives. And they sit on the bomb. Meanwhile, Brokey's taking the space inside of A, but Vitality are coming back to check it out.
Yeah, they're very, very cognizant of this. Masuta doesn't have armor. Aim punch wrecks him, but there's Kyojin with the trade.
Don't you dare.
It's still hanging in the balance. USP round was found for Faze in the first half. We might have another at a more important time for Vitality. Will Faze make the B call happen? Will they commit to the B play? It starts to look like it. This bomb on the back of Olaf rotating. Now the AWP spotting a player crossing middle, has seen Kyojin, and Twist has got to start the rotation because Olaf is left in a 1v1.
Oh, no,
Kyojin drops the bomb, and that there is the round decided. It's a USP round for Vitality to take 9, and so forget everything we were saying.
Wow, what a play for Kyojin, man. Poor Olaf, you know, he realizes with Twist so far away, there's 10 seconds. He's got a 1v1 at B. If he goes for the plant, he's going to get hunted down. Kyojin would definitely throw his life into that one. And the only way that Olaf can win is grab that kill, get a plant in, and then by that point, Twist is there to help. That is a mess for FaZe. But they've, you know, been on the other side of it themselves. They know what it's like. Oh my God, if there was a way back into this map, Vitality may have just provided it. Solo up on Twist, saved on. Gonna look to try and pick up a B kill. The rest of his team on Deagles following. But no frag found. Smoke in the tunnel. And FaZe are gonna have to work harder than that. It's an awkward timing for Vitality in middle. They don't know that FaZe are out. Carrigan, ooh, running amok. He's got the bomb as well. Got to be careful. Saibu will dodge it. If you want to come get it, say Vitality, and so FaZe will have to up catwalk instead. They have nothing to play with but this AWP, and Zywoo has flicked Rain out of the server. Twist still trying to trade, trying to cut off the rotate, and he's legged Zywoo, but the rest of his team are committing.
Yeah, Apex is super low, and there's a bomb plant coming in. Kyojin covers his leader. He protects his IGL and bails Apex out of danger.
Okay.
Twist's AWP finds a kill, and Carrigan with a Glock has managed to remove another. It's a 2-on-3. It still favors Vitality. The bomb is planted for short, and the smoke is way too wide. They're not on the bomb yet, and FaZe are already committed to the save. They're just writing this one off.
I don't get it. With that smoke, you'd think they'd surely give it a go. I understand Brokey just, you know, calling it off with 5 health, but Twist had the perfect position. They were aggressing. They were chasing him down. He could have won that round, man. It was planted for him. Clearly, someone made that call for him. Like, he looked pretty hesitant to go for it in the first place, and he does want to have the AWP in the follow-up, but FaZe had money, man. That was an eco. They got a bunch of kills. They got a bomb plant. I would have loved to see Twist go for it. I think he really had an opportunity there.
Yeah, especially because they would have had an AWP here anyway with Brokey saving an AK. So, yeah, it's certainly an interesting one.
You know, they're happy with the eco, but it just could have been so much more. Even one more kill. I had faith in Twist doing something there. 13-10. FaZe decide against it. And I think that shows the pressure they're feeling, right? That one USP win is reinvigorated Vitality, and now FaZe need to find a solution. Not out of the woods yet.
Yeah, and if you're watching this, man, I take it, you know, you got to be a fan of one of these teams. You got to be rooting for one of them. Well, if that's the case, you probably also are caring about this Heroic versus Furia matchup over on the secondary stream, right? Winner of this goes on to face the winner of that series for a shot at the playoffs.
Yeah. And both losers are eliminated. Scary stuff, and it's getting more terrifying for the second with Masuta pushed in lower. There's a freebie barrel scene and Olaf gone. Now you just got to commit to A, and you know your backline is declining as well. Vitality crunching FaZe into a little box here. They're not going to clear long. Kyojin gets at least a kill here before he's traded. There's still another in the pit. FaZe have no idea.
Yeah, they shouldn't be taking this for granted. They're kind of just saying, like, yeah, we got long, we got that one kill. No, Apex was double set up, playing a bait and switch. Vitality are on to 11, and they are closing this gap slowly but surely. Let's not forget, it was an 11-14 before half. It was looking dead to rights for FaZe. And as is often the case, it's never that simple.
No, it is not. 13-8 to 13-11. Vitality, that eco win has given them everything they needed. All the wind in the world, filling their sails and pushing them across the ocean. And I love this double bait and switch as well, right? Apex hidden back in the pit, never being considered. Now FaZe are getting flustered. Now they're getting a little bit scared. And I do think that that save in the 2v3 really does just show that more than anything. Like, you're losing belief. You're hearing Vitality. They're starting to get hyped. We're seeing smiles on their faces, man. Apex was head in his hands a few rounds ago. Now Vitality have realized how redeemable this is.
Yeah, and like even in the, that difference is saving in the 2-on-3. I do love that comparison, Hugo, because it feels like we've seen Vitality attempt every clutch gleefully, and oftentimes do very, very well in them. It's not simple for FaZe Clan. It's not easy. It was never gonna be easy, but now it really is starting to feel kind of rough. What with Vitality having picked up so much steam here.
Yeah, but as far as an A round goes here, there's the weakest defense we've seen all half of Vitality. And maybe Zywu with the AWP, yes, but there's only 2 CTs here, so FaZe's odds have increased massively as long as they can trade into A.
Smokes are going down now. These are the exec smokes, right? One of those going to drop out onto the catwalk, one for CT, usually coupled up with that. You also help the long players out by doing that. So let's see. They've dropped this first smoke. Now even more going in. And eventually we should see the push from Cat look to come through as well. Zywu dropping a smoke, playing up above it. Kyojin spotted, getting into the pit. He's now getting pressured here on long, and Twist wins that fight. That's a huge fight to win out, because now Zywu's playing area feels so restricted. Missed shot, and Rain's gonna pick him up. 5-on-3, Team Vitality. They've worked hard to bring this back to this scoreline. Heroes need to be made, and they're forged in the fires of land. Apex all alone, 1v2 up through the smoke, and 20 seconds, the bomb dropping through CT and running to B, but Apex could catch it. Apex could find it. If he drops it now, that could be the round one, but Brokey turns on a dime and locks in 14 for FaZe.
My God, that was so terrifying. That hunt was coming in. I think the call got made from that mid player. He's chasing you, turn around, kill him. I'll trade you if you die. We've got to get this frag, forget the bomb plant. And Brokey just swivels to find this shot. Here we go, FaZe. They break the streak. 3 rounds in a row for Vitality, off of the eco win. They still have money. The double AWP is here. It wasn't in the last as well. That solo long player, that double A setup undoes Vitality. So they're back to 3 in this round. And FaZe are back with a pace as well. Right out long doors, they get it for free. Zywu in middle, and he's got Olaf as well. That's the start the Vitality needed. Now it's all down to long, and look at the space getting taken. Basuta's been so good at getting these B info plays, pushing through tunnels, allows for a 4-man stack, and FaZe are walking right into it.
Yeah, the mental thing is FaZe are barely defaulted, so they don't really know that this is stuff Vitality are doing. They're so unaware of how much information Vitality have in every one of these CT rounds. Shox with this secondary AWP has really got his work cut out for him. And the AWPs, they're ruining FaZe Clan. They've just got Brokey left with an AWP of his own, but look at what he's up against. Shox bodies him over that smoke, and Vitality respond with an immediate round taken back. FaZe Clan, the money's such a weird spot for them. What do they want to do? Do they take a partial? Do they risk giving over 13?
I don't think you can really, right? Like, that's just going to leave you digging a hole for yourself.
Oh no, Hugo, I can feel it. You can feel it too.
I've been feeling it ever since that eco win, Harry, and it feels very strange. FaZe, though, they're going B-Wood. They've got a bit of a broken buy here. That double AWP, it does everything, right? I don't know if FaZe are expecting it as well. They don't throw a single smoke on that long cross, and so it's just open season for Shox and Zywu with the big green shooters. FaZe, they're going to pop this smoke. They're going to go right in. They're just waiting for Twist to come and regroup with them. Flash to B. No one getting blinded by it, though. FaZe are getting ready to explode. 2 CTs here, plus the AWP.
Yeah, pressure on. Shoxy lands that first. Oh, a double from Shox. Any more? Shox is taking matters into his own hands at B, and Apex comes in to help him out. 3 in the round from Shox's
Don't
orb.
you dare.
So much damage done. And then Faze, they try to spill out into the B site. That's what Vitality were dealing them a lot in that first half, but they don't get anywhere near the same levels of progress.
Hell, we had a 10-5 half on Mirage to start, and Vitality seemed like nothing could go wrong. They lost that map. Faze, here we go, 11-4. Felt even better, felt unlosable. They had quite the streak, quite the lead, and ever since that, Vitality...
Man, Sonic's right. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
11-4 really is the hardest score. Harder than 13-2. Who knew? It's just crazy.
I've seen some of the conspiracy theorists insisting that you should just 10-5 the half, that you should just try to not win the
let them get over
the 11-4.
5 rounds, we're fine. We're in control. We can't.
Man, it would be wild to see another one of these 11-4 scorelines though turn sour. Like, it would be wild, and it would be so fitting if it's Faze to have that happen. You know, I credited them a lot with their win the other day, saying how, you know, it felt good. It felt like a bit of a confidence booster for a team that have always had a problem closing out games, even when you look down to the very core components it's built upon. Long aggro. Rain is holding for it. That flash has not blinded him at all. And so finally, from holding a default, Faze have figured out that Vitality have really been taking liberties with this aggression, and now they have a 5-on-4.
So many of these mid rounds, right, when Faze aren't actually sitting in a default, Kyojin has come in on long flanks, he's been getting kills, he's been setting up for A retake, so yeah, he's been great, but doing that in a 5-on-5, doing that from the get-go, yeah, that flash is only going to blind, say, an AWP and T-Spawn holding the doors. It's not going to do anything to Rain in that corner. Such a default position to hold long from. And Faze are laughing with that one. They're very happy they've been delivered a freebie. But it's what they do with it that matters. One man alone on the B bomb site is a Shox with the AWP. Vitality have had to gamble in this round, and hey, they've gambled correct. Faze are coming their way. One fake smoke at B should only convince you of this fact, unless Karrigan can keep up the B fake. It's not going to rotate anyone. Vitality are stuck in their positions, and they are committing to the win. Apex with a kill. Oh no, they look like they wanted to leave long with Karrigan out middle, but they have to go for it. They have to hunt down Apex. The time is ticking, and not in their favor. Apex dropping the bomb, and it's all falling apart at the seams here for Faze. A 5-on-4 goes absolutely nowhere, and even if Rain gets this kill, he simply can't win the round. Apex, what a hold. 3 from the back of the pit. That's his position right now on this CT side. And Vitality, they're thinking about Inferno.
God, man, what do you even say if you're Faze Clan? This was 11-4 at the half, and yeah, you know, we know these T-sides have been tumultuous. We know they've struggled with them, but we were just expecting a little bit more, you know, riding on that high of such a dominant first half of play. And yet, of course, it's the old enemy in Vitality. It's guys like ZywOo rearing his head, Shox having a great game as well, Masuta and Apex really starting to come into their own. Not a weak link in sight. And it's almost shocking how even these scoreboards are across both teams. Everyone's been giving this their all.
Yeah, a wasted opportunity for Faze, and look at the results of that. It's left them with nothing. It's a B round, and it's a fast one at that. Brokey wants to send him in quickly with a flash into mid. The bomb coming through tunnels. Masuta fully blinded at least. There's only one man inside of B, but they can't find the kill. Dropping into the car, trying to find cover. Masuta shoots him through the window. Now the mid play, Shox with a secondary, not what he wanted. ZywOo going through the smoke. We got a drop off that, denied. And Vitality are holding on for a moment. Twist gets the reload up, and he doesn't need to. 1 bullet in the tank. Does it for Twist, and 4 kills. We'll find 15 rounds for FaZe Clan.
Twist, you absolute behemoth. He had 1 bullet left in the Deagle when he took that fight. 1 bullet, and he swings out.
Man.
No,
he cancelled it. He realized he was getting hunted.
He had to cancel. It was either cancel the reload and take a fight with 1 bullet, or die to the player rushing you. He takes the fight with 1 shot chambered and wins the round on the back of it.
No way.
That has just given FaZe 15. This is unprecedented. Vitality, the entire comeback could have just been stopped in its tracks by this one little NA boy.
Forget the USP ecos, man. That is the eco win that makes all the difference, that decides everything here. Vitality, weakest buy they've had in this comeback so far. They've still got the double orb, not much behind it. Wow. Faze can't get ahead of themselves, though. This one is far from done.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, right? This has been an unreal comeback out of Vitality, but if FaZe end up closing this out now, Twist is the guy that everyone needs to be looking at. Like, that clutch could have just saved this series. It's very rare that you look at just one round as a defining moment and you can identify it and say, this is where it happened. But man, right there in round 29, in crunch time, that could be it. FaZe Clan setting up for an A play. They've got to get past ZywOo. It's the final boss of Team Vitality in the final round of the half. He's in the site with the orb. ZywOo, if there ever was a time, it's now. But he's dead with nothing. Kyojin can't follow up, and FaZe, they've got the 4-on-3 post plant they wanted. Oh, Apex up through CT, creeping forward. Looking for a way back in, looking for anything. The clash of IGLs and Karrigan's come out on top. It might be unraveling for Vitality. The clutch out of Twists could have been everything. Masuta dead to Twists, and Shoxy all alone. So little time, no hope, no chance. Twists has saved FaZe. They keep on going, and it's Vitality sent packing by the